My inventory was out of control. I absolutely needed a reset. And I'm going to show you what I did to reset not just my inventory, but what I did to change the system on how I process inventory so that it gets in and out and listed much quicker. I had items on every single surface in my studio space. Then I started taking over the entry and the kitchen table. When stuff ended up on the kitchen table that we use, I knew it was time for an inventory reset. Hi, I'm Carrie. If you're new here, I am a vintage home decor reseller and I have a shop on Etsy. I do cross list, but like 95% of my sales come from Etsy. So it was somewhere like the end of January. I had hit an estate sale on my birthday and thrifted, and I got like 60 items. Then I went to the flea market and I hit a bunch of thrift stores. I want to say within a couple of weeks, I had over 100 items come into my shop. Now, when I first started about 11 months ago, I gradually, worked my way up. I started with like 20 and, around 100, I was comfortable, easy. I had a couple of shelves, everything was displayed, and I felt really like happy and everything was running smoothly. If you have over 100 pieces come into your shop within a short period of time, that's a lot of inventory to get through. Well, that happened to me in January. And so I had to do a complete inventory reset. I had to figure out what furniture pieces were working to display my inventory and what were just hindering it. I also had to do a complete inventory reset on my system, on how I was processing my inventory. So I'm going to show you what was working, what wasn't, the big changes I made, some adjustments I've had to make sense, and a few things that I'm still adjusting. Plus, I'm going to walk you through and show you exactly how I handle my inventory from the moment it comes into the house after I've thrifted it, from listing, processing, photographing, and put away so that you have no death pile, everything is listed, and you start making some money. So this is what I have going on. This is how crazy my inventory is right now. It's just out of control. I cannot believe how bad this has gotten. When you have such a nice flow and then I know it's time to do a reset because I'm feeling anxious and I haven't felt that before yet. So since I've been doing this in July, it was the end of June, I haven't felt anxious at all about like all my inventory. I feel like it's fine. I have the space. It's been great. No problem. I'm feeling I don't like this. So I am looking forward to doing a full reset. My goal is to get all of that, all of this, all of that, all of this into the hutch and everything free and clear. So do you think that's going to be possible? As I'm looking at it, I feel like it won't. I might need another cabinet here. So this is my Elvis stuff that I have here. This is a new pile. This whole Elvis thing might need to go somewhere else in the home. I just don't know where. And that way maybe I can get either use that over there, use another piece here, something. I'm not sure yet. I'm not gonna worry about Elvis right now. Right now I need to figure out how to get some of this inventory up and out of my way. So I think what I'm gonna start with is I'm gonna pull all of these large pieces and I'm gonna put them up just to get them off the floor. I have stubbed my toe on this little cute bench too many times. I like to have my dining room table, my surface completely clean for my haul. So like I just brought in this haul, some of it's on the table, some of it's hanging. This is boxes full. I just got that today. And I still have stuff from the other one. So I don't like that feeling of just feeling behind. So I took stock of how I wanted to display my inventory and I knew I wanted it out. Besides my Christmas that is packed away, everything else is out. Well, I knew I didn't have enough space. So I was in the market for some sort of hutch or shelving, something. So I did pick up, so I had one shelf to start with and I picked up a second one on Facebook Marketplace. Then I found this hutch. This is from 1960s. I have a lady in the area who repurposes these beautiful cabinets. So I am really looking forward to it. I think most of the items that are in this area, I'm gonna put down here. Probably some maybe larger items as well. I'm not sure exactly where I'm gonna have this yet. I might move this whole thing over there. We'll see. I haven't figured out if I'm gonna keep this as a workstation and just fill this up with stuff. And then because it has a top, I'm gonna put like all my large pieces. When I put this hutch, I realized almost everything in this workstation could go in the hutch and the drawers. And then I had the whole space to put all of my breakables, like the glass and the ceramic. It was just perfect. So it alleviated some of this stuff that was all over. So as I realized, like I started like making groups and I, as you can see, I group everything like in their own space. I don't just throw everything in the shelves and hope I find them. Everything has its spot. I've always had my items organized by category. So this is candlesticks and figurines. This is wood, particularly like kitchen dining. This is kind of a miscellaneous Tupperware, office decor, just some miscellaneous items, tools. This is all my copper. I do have a big brass item in there because I do have a brass shelf, but that won't fit anymore. And I do have an enamel piece. And then this is bigger items, platters, fondue pots, casserole dishes. So has been working. And then I have another shelf over here, also wood, but it's more like shelving, hooks, abacus, bookends, book racks. Then this is my brass and a little bit of copper in here, kind of my smaller items. This is all baskets and cutting boards. This is my boxes. I have all of my boxes here except for the breakable ones that are in the cabinet. And this is also kind of a little bit of a miscellaneous shelves, racks. I got a couple of ducks, a pillow. So I know where things are when they sell, and that alleviates any worry that I won't find something. For me, my big win was getting that hutch. That was huge. Now it worked perfectly. It definitely added, no more on the kitchen table. I got everything off the entry. And then I realized that I think I need another piece. I really wanted some open shelving. I wanted some sort of like hutch, but like open shelves, no glass, no mirror. And that was hard to find. Well, then I'm at this estate sale and I find this. Oh my God, I just bought this. I just bought this piece. She has it for $625. I just bought it for $100. I don't know what to say. I got to figure out how I'm going to get this thing home. It's 2 pieces. We could take the glass out. I just look at these starbursts and I love the glass. See how and it's lit. Yeah, I'm buying it. I've been looking for a hutch. I think this is it. I kind of couldn't resist. It was $100. It was big. It was 2 pieces. I love the starburst. It's amazing. So I bought it, $100. It was like 50% off day. She was just trying to get rid of everything and I ended up grabbing it. So I do have that is here. That's working for me. Here's the shelf that has definitely been working. $100 for this. I had to buy it. The starburst are what sold me. And look at these handles. They are so incredible. There is storage down below so much. I think most of the drawers are empty. Lots of shelving space. I even have utilized the space up above. So this is what it is for now. The dark wood is not exactly my style. I thought I should maybe have it painted, but I don't know. It feels wrong to disrupt the originality of the piece. But for now, this is working. So I had my Elvis in this space, but I don't sell any of my Elvis. It's just where I had it displayed. But I decided couldn't be in this space anymore. I need this space to be really more dedicated to my studio space and the cat. The cat has her little pads. So I moved the Elvis out and I love where the Elvis is now. It's so great. It's in such a better place. So, and then I also moved out the piece that I had as my desk, sort of my workstation is what I called it. I moved that into like the laundry mudroom, and I love it in there. I have all the towels and the paper towels, and I have drawers, and all the little sort of odds and ends are all there. I had another space where I had all my books, which I did love, but I moved that to like a sofa back table. I got rid of the sofa back table I used to have. As I'm resetting my studio space, my home has been getting a reset as well. So what I did realize is when I did get this second hutch, I moved Elvis out, I actually moved my living room around as well. I didn't really like the way it was sitting. I needed it to be more open. It felt really closed off because the chairs were on this side, the couch was on the side. So I moved the couch in the back, the chairs to the side, and that actually has really opened up my whole studio space as well. It's given me better flow. I'm really happy where everything is situated right now. I feel like I have even empty spaces, which is amazing. My only two items, well, I guess I have three. So I don't love where my books are. The books went into like a cabinet in the hutch, which I don't like. I had them out before. So
I moved all of the books that were down below out. These are all kind of the larger ones. I've left them in there for now. I think I'll just leave them in for now. Moved all the rest of the books down here. Now, it's not ideal, but I do like that they're out. I can kind of grab them, see them. I want to start doing some bundles. So now that I can see them, I can figure out which ones I want to bundle together. Again, not ideal, but it's better than tucked away in a cabinet where I won't see them.
And then my art, I have so much art. I like where it's displayed. I like that it's out, but it's sort of, I just have so much of it. It feels a little overwhelming. So I might do a little switch over on that just to kind of like make that flow a little better. And then my third sort of adjustment that I still need to make is where I film. So I used to film on this side where my Elvis was. I had a plan, I had an Elvis painting, but that got taken away. So I then started filming on that side of the room, but I don't like it. So that's why here I'm just here. So in my studio space, I got to find a better spot to film. For me, my studio space is ever evolving. Like I'm constantly changing it, moving it, just to sort of suit what's going on in my shop. And right now it's really, really working. I have my dining room, my formal dining room table that I use that helps me keep my inventory system like running smoothly. Now, if you are enjoying this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And now I'm going to show you what I do to like get through my inventory fast. So we're talking by the time it comes in and gets, cataloged and processed and photographed and put away. I wouldn't say I perfected it because I don't think anything's really perfect, but it is so much better. Now, I used to bring everything in. Everything was all over the place. I kind of like, I had spaces like this needs to be photographed. And then I just, cause so much had came in at once, it took me a while to get through it all. I felt stressed out. I had a death pile. I hate a death pile. A death pile stresses me out. I do not want a death pile. If you have a death pile, tackle it. I am going to do a video about a death pile because I do have a little one that has started that I don't like. So, and some of that death pile is stuff I have to frame, things have to be cleaned, a few items that have to be repaired, some personal items of mine that I have pulled out that I thought I wanted to sell, and some items I got from my mom. So that's my death pile. It's not necessarily stuff I've thrifted, except for like the repairs and the cleaning. So I am going to do another video about a death pile. Let me show you exactly what I do for my inventory system.
This is the system I use to process all of my inventory. Now it's simple. I'm sure some of you are even doing this, but before I just was bringing everything in. I didn't sort of have like a system set up. My entire table was filled. I started filling up more shelves. Everything was just all over the place. I tried to do sort of stations. This needed to be photographed. This needed to be listed. This needed to be put away, but that was not working, obviously, from the previous videos. So here is my recent haul. This is what I just got in, and everything went straight into the kitchen to be cleaned. The only items that did not go into the kitchen were the books. The books went into Ziplocs and into the freezer in the garage for 48 hours to debug. I do that with all of my books or any sort of materials or paper products. And so now everything is clean, tags are removed. I will take a video and a photo for my social media account. And now I'm going to sit here and I'm going to basically process all of these listings. So for example, this brass piece, I'm just going to measure it, note the condition, everything and anything I need to put in the listing. And then once it's done and the listing is saved in my drafts folder, it's time to be photographed. Now this item has just been photographed and ready to be listed. And then this one is up next. This one already got photographed. It's going right into its spot here with all the other boxes and breakables. And that's it. This one is already ready to be done. It's in its spot and now it's ready to be listed. I have everything I need to list it. It never goes back to my dining room table, which is the key. I will do them in batches, meaning I will do all of the listings at once. Then they kind of move over to this side of the table if I need the space. Otherwise, they're fine where they are. And then I will do all the photos at once. I'll kind of batch list them. And now I have all the photos, everything I need to list the item. So I don't actually have to be sitting here with the item in my hand to list it. I can list them at any time, anywhere, because I have everything I need. The purpose of a system is to get your items listed as soon as possible so you can start making some money. They are not going to make you money if they're sitting. This has been working for me. I have been getting everything out within 3 days after thrifting them. I think no matter what size space you have, you can make it work. Now, I understand that I'm lucky to have these 2 rooms that nobody used, so I can like expand into this living room. But if I only had the formal dining room to work with, I could make it work. So I would definitely not have bought any of the hutches. They're just too big. I would stick with open shelving, which definitely works. I'd put open shelving right where the hutches. I could do 2 or 3. I would move the photography station, put some shelving there, maybe even some shelves above the shutter. Shelves is the key. Unless you're gonna put things away in boxes, shelving is the way to go. Just to keep it up and off the floor, I'd get rid of the table. I'd probably move the photography station over here to the left. If this was a closed room, I'd have another wall. So you can make it work. Again, I think this just works for me because I have the space. But if I had to work out of just the formal dining room, I could make it work. I think the most important thing is just being efficient. Know where everything is, everything has a place. And the most important thing, at least it's been for me, is the minute it's ready to be like, it's photographed, it's listed, it has to be put away. Don't put it back on the table. That has been the key. So these items are gonna be all photographed today and then put away and listed today, tomorrow at the latest. And that's it. And now I'm free and ready for the next thrift haul.
Thanks so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope these help. Every Monday for the summer, I'll be putting out sort of behind the scenes of my shop, of like, I'm calling it a reseller's life. And it's just like what is happening in my shop, what I'm doing. Last week was shipping. This week is all about like inventory sort of reset and how I process my inventory. Next week, maybe framing or death pile. We'll see which one I get to first. And yeah, so every Monday, check back. And then every Thursday are my thrifting videos. So we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.